Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Christine. I am 17 years old. And this is me, some pictures of me in my natural habit, or as I like to call it, because I like to call myself a nature nerd because I love spending time outside. I love being outside. I also love hiking, surfing, and spending time with animals. I'm a student at Øksnevad. I'm a student at Øksnevad. And when I first got asked to do this talk, I was really excited, and I still am. But it was kind of hard knowing what I would talk about. So I started thinking about the theme, adapting to a changing world. Whenever I hear adapting to a changing world, and when it comes to our Earth and climate change, it's something that really annoys me, is that I feel people think that they either have to be really extreme or do nothing to help our environment. So people think that if they can't be like Greta Thunberg, they can't do anything to help. This is very black and white, and it annoys me because people forget that there's a gray area between here. And there are also different shades of gray. I know that's really awesome. So I want to talk a bit about these shades because, first of all, look at the darker shades of gray over here. These are the things that you can do that are quite extreme, but not as extreme. You can, if you have the opportunity, you can talk to politicians, you can join organizations, you can talk about it in or social media or in newspaper or anything that you can do. You can also try to never drive a car or never take a plane and live like plastic free. But these are pretty extreme things that not everyone is able to do. So I would also like to talk about the lighter shades over here. And these are my favorites because I can be quite lazy sometimes. And these are very few and simple things that you can do to help our environment. For example, you can recycle plastic bottles, you can recycle old trash, you can take a walk instead of driving, you can try to take the bus, you can buy eco-friendly products or buy used things and fix your things. And people think that these things doesn't matter, but they do. Very simple few things that we can do. So, also in the lighter shades, my favorite thing we can do is helping our nature, using our nature. Because we live in Norway and we have such an amazing and beautiful nature, and we should be so proud of it. I love spending time outside, and I want to tell you about why spending time outside is really good for you. It's several benefits from staying outside. First of all, you get to exercise. Instead of exercising in a gym and using money and being inside, you can go for a hike or just a very short trip with your dog around the house or something like that. Then you exercise your muscles, you also exercise your brain by coordination and thinking about where you should go and what you should do. When also you're outside, it can help you mentally with your physical health. So, why is being outside good for your brain? It's good because it can help you relax, it can help you take away stress, it can take away bad feelings, it can make you feel happier, and so on. The last thing that you also get from being outside is you can get really good experiences, both with someone or alone, or just seeing our beautiful nature. Even though there are so many benefits from being outside, many people would rather lay on the couch and eat chips inside, and sometimes I want to do that too. There's nothing wrong with that. But how do we get the motivation to go outside? The first thing that we can think about is we try to stay positive. If we have the right mindset, it will be easier to get outside. Don't think, I don't want to go outside because I don't feel like it today. But if you try to think about what will help if you go outside, it might help. Also, the weather in Norway is not the best all the time. It rains a lot, and that can be a really bad thing for your motivation to get out. So if you only enjoy being outside when it's sunny, then just be outside when it's sunny. Or if you just enjoy being outside when it's rainy, just be outside when it's rainy. That's okay. Just go out whenever you want to go out. That can also help getting out. Also, some people feel like they can't go out because they don't have the experience, they don't know people who likes to be outside, they don't know how to or where to go or what to do. I understand it can be really hard to get out then, but try to ask someone, you can try to talk to someone you know, or you can use you can go to Google or YouTube to watch something, and you can also join organizations that has hikings and activities that you can join with other people who also likes it. This will also help get outside. So whenever you're going to go outside, you need to try to, as hard as you can, to go outside. You don't have to just think that, oh no, I can't, but think of it as you can. Do what you can do, how you can do it. Whenever I go outside, I feel really lucky and I feel really happy, and it makes me happy for days and months after. It's a really good experience, and I really want to tell you guys to come outside too. So whenever you feel that you can't go outside, try to. And if we can think about it as we need to save our nature too, we can't just use it, we need to save it. Because if we don't save our nature, we won't have any place to hike in or to walk in. And I know several people who would die if there wasn't any nature left to hiking. Maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic, but I am serious. It is really important that we take care of our beautiful nature. And I want you to remember the gray areas I told you about. You don't have to be extreme and you don't have to do nothing. You can do what you can do. And I've heard a lot of people say that it doesn't matter if I throw away one piece of garbage, it's only one piece. But we are 7.8 billion people in the world, and if everyone has the same way of thinking and everyone would throw away one piece of garbage each, we would have thrown away 7.8 billion pieces of garbage. Luckily, this also works the other way. So if everyone were to pick up one piece of garbage each, we would have picked up just 7.8 billion garbage pieces. And that could be just like a wrapping paper or something, which is really small. But that's what I want to tell you, because you don't have to be extreme and do everything that you can to help. Whenever we help with the small things and everyone does it, it will help in the bigger picture. So I really want you guys, when you go home, to take a walk, even if it's just for 30 minutes or 3 days. And I want you to think about the positive sides of it, not why you shouldn't, why it isn't good for you, but why it is good for you. And I also want you to try to do as much as you can do for our environment. You don't have to look at the other people, look at yourself. What can I do? What's my best way of doing it? And together we can help the world. So thank you so much for my friend Helena, who asked me to do this, and thank you for the TED team who let me have this talk. And thank you for listening to me. I hope I wasn't too boring. And now you're all going to live plastic-free lives and never drive cars again, right? I'm joking, but do what you can do. And thank you. Have a great evening.